We are live.
We are live, Ken.
We are live. Yeah. We are live, and
we need a date. I believe the date is Friday the 27th of May. 8th, I'm sorry, 28th. That's right. Yeah. I flew back from Atlanta on the 27th. And let's see who's jumping in to join us.
We got some cool cats popping on here. Corey Calvin, Larry Schneider, LinkedIn user. That's an odd name. LinkedIn user.
They probably call him Ked. See the Ked right in the middle?
Oh, yeah.
He probably goes by Ked. What do you think? Joan is there. We haven't seen Joan in a long time.
We have
Glenn
not.
Caldwell, welcome. Larry, always a pleasure. So let's explain to everyone what the headline meant of the tribute show, Ken.
Well, I received word a little bit ago from a good friend of mine, his wife, Weldon Whitehurst, who's been a huge fan of ours and on the show. Oh, that's Andy Arter. Hey, Andy. His wife texted me and told me that Weldon passed away this afternoon. And man, it's honestly, it's really hurting my it's hurting my soul a little bit. He was a good guy, really good guy.
I know that Weldon was one of the regulars that would watch the Ken and Glenn show or the Ken and Glenn show with a guy named Scott. Just never missed
all the time.
Along with Ernest. So now. And I don't know if Ernest will be here with us tonight, but the show will feel different. And yet, on another hand, there's much we don't know and probably should not make assumptions about, but just to live in this spirit of trust that life, and certainly if you believe in God, there's no question that this adventure knows what it's doing. We might not always act like we know what we're doing, but it knows what it is doing. And there is a level that I certainly believe in, Ken, where we're released from the restrictions of a body. And I think there's an excellent chance that Weldon may have the best seat in the house of tonight's tribute show to him. So to you, Weldon, our dear brother, thank you for your love and support. And I'll tell you, I said this to Ken when he called to give me the news, that the comforting feeling that I have in my heart and that we have in our collective hearts are that we both feel your departure, your graduation from this earth realm experience. We care, we are invested, we hurt, and we never met you.
Yeah.
That's special. That's special that you can have that kind of connection with someone that you feel like you do know them. You have a strong sense of who it is they are. And Weldon is not the only one that's true about. My friend Michelle, I think, is watching or will be here shortly. Someone I've grown to know through Clubhouse and care about a great deal. Christina Crooks, an example of someone that I know and love and have never met. And then there are the other people who, for example, Joan Anton, who I know and love and have met and have had the pleasure of getting together with on multiple occasions. But the reality is, hello, Becky Jane. The reality is our job is to love. Our job is to care. Our job is to connect and to share. And that's what we did. And we knew that Weldon very much enjoyed our time here on Sunday evenings. And I guess he enjoyed laughing with us, and he enjoyed our seriousness, and he enjoyed our playfulness. He enjoyed all of it. And brother, we love you, and our heart goes out to your your heartfelt family and your blood family tonight, and your wife. I don't know if did Weldon have children? I don't know that about him.
Yes, he did. Definitely he did. Yeah.
Well, then to your
And
kids, we know your hearts are hurting tonight, and
yeah.
we just send our love out to all of you.
And
all of you.
I had so many conversations with Weldon on the phone and talking. He was in the car business. He owned a car dealership, and just had a lot of conversations with him. He was a really good dude. And I did a live stream one night, and Abigail was on, and she started coaching. She started coaching Weldon, and Doug. I agree with Doug Wing. By the way, we'll all see Weldon again. I don't. I still feel his presence, and I hope that I always do, because he was.
It's interesting that when you said we'll see him again when we're seeing him for the first time.
Oh, is that nuts? Wow.
Isn't that a trippy thought? So we'll see him again, and we've never seen him before.
Wow. It's amazing how, through the airwaves, I can remember, seems like just the other day I was plugging in my very first computer and dial up internet and here we are now with this super high speed connection on both ends, and we're able to stream out to the world and connect on levels that, like, I don't know, that you could only do in person normally, but you can do it on such a grander scale with this. It's just incredible. Oh, there's Scott. There's Scott. Yeah, man.
And Scott, if you want to come on in, I left you a message. I don't know if you're referring to the news being the one that I left you, or if you heard through someone else, but I left you a message. Be sure to give it a listen to invite you to join us for this broadcast, if you're free to do so.
If you're free, I'll send you the link. Just drop it in the comments and I will send it to you. It's Friday night on a holiday weekend. Scott's, I'm sure, going out with his beautiful wife. Maybe not. I don't know.
He said just got your message.
No,
okay.
Just got your message.
Yeah. So come join us if you're free, brother.
Here, I'll just,
and I want to make it clear, Ken, and I know you and I talked about this, but for the audience, that we didn't come on tonight. Yes, Ernest, we didn't come on tonight to do a morose show in any way, because that's not what Weldon would have wanted. I mean, Weldon, Scott's going to join us.
Yeah.
So he would have wanted us to do what we always do, which is we laugh, we play, and we will do that again tonight. We just wanted to let you, it's not like we're going to take the night off from that. We will continue to enjoy. And Ken, there's something I'd like to do. I'm going to see if you would do this while we're waiting on Scott to join us. Can you go back? It's just so interesting to show you how paper thin, and not that we don't know this, but the reminders never hurt. How paper thin that line is between life and death. The frailty, the uncertainty of things, the unpredictability of things. Because the last time we did a show, which was 13 days ago, hey, Scott, good to see you, brother.
Scott.
Good to see you guys. How's everybody doing? We've got a couple friends over for the seventh game of the Golden Knights series that's going on right now. So I didn't have my phone on. We were screaming at the television and everything else. And then it's 1-1 at the end of the first period. So
who is Las Vegas playing?
The Minnesota Wild. And it's a wild game. But oh my gosh, I just saw, and my heart just sank. I mean, it's what a wonderful, wonderful person. You guys have been talking about. I've been listening for a couple minutes, and
Yeah.
I just don't have the words. I mean, he was just, yeah, and I didn't even realize what all he was dealing with until Ken was kind enough to fill me in, and
Yeah.
you would never have known. He
Nope.
was just, and I just I agree with exactly what you're saying, that we're celebrating his life, but I do believe the world is a little diminished because he's not with us anymore.
Yeah.
I literally, what was it, a week and a half ago, I was talking to him. I was on Messenger, and he had a transplant surgery, and
March 17th, I believe,
yeah,
was the
and
date.
is that the date?
Yeah, I've
Wow.
been trying to be up on my research of it, and then our well wish show for him was 2 weeks ago. It was 13 days ago, on the 15th. So Saturday the 15th. And Ken, what I was going to ask you to do, if you would play it before we get underway, can you just play the very beginning, like the first couple of minutes of that show? Because I'm trying to illustrate how much can change in a short period of time, that it was 13 days ago that we did this show. And
let me find it. I'll have to find that real fast. But yes, I will definitely.
you'll find it with ease. It was the only other one we've done.
Yeah.
And it was Scott. It's so good to see your face, brother.
Same here. Oh my gosh, I've been thinking so much about both of you. Ken, you'll never believe who we ran into at dinner last week. I'll tell you about that offline. But
no.
Let me just tell you, it ruined dessert. But anyway.
But anyway.
I know who now.
But anyway, and Glenn, I've been dying to hear the latest on your Atlanta things.
Well, hey, I do have a question about that real quick, and we won't mention names, but was there a charcoaly burnt smell at all coming off of the person we're referring to?
I'm missing something there, because no.
Never. Horns.
Oh,
okay.
Was there any smoldering?
Was there a pitchfork left at the table?
You set that aside to shake my hand. But other than that,
it was great.
It was
a time of sincere bonding.
Oh my God, that is funny. Glenn, it says 1 week ago. Is that right? That we did that?
I think we did it on the 15th.
May 15th. Okay, I've got it.
Yeah, so that was 13 days ago.
Yeah,
and it's right at the beginning of it. Can you just play that real quickly, and then we'll jump back in with Scott?
Yeah. Scott, you have the time, right?
Yeah, I don't want to. I mean, I know you guys understand. We have guests, but this is really important. So I'd love to spend some time with you guys. So
okay, let me go full screen here. Okay, and there we go. I think I can skip that, right?
Yeah.
It's looking bad, isn't it?
It's looking a little long. I almost mistake you. I almost mistake you for one of the Beatles. Or mistook. Almost. For a minute, I went, am I going live with Paul McCartney? What's going on?
But then you didn't speak like this, right? You didn't talk like this. So I thought, it's not a Beatle. It's not one of the Beatles. It's Ken Walls. And Ken Walls doesn't talk like that.
There's no chance of me, Paul. I can't do it. I need
Look,
to grab
it's John's brother, Larry.
Oh my God. There's Susan. So Weldon just texted me right now.
He did. Our love to you, Weldon. Happy Saturday, brother.
Love you, bro. Man.
Arms around you, arms around your body.
Amen.
Arms around your organs and restorative power. Every ounce of restorative power. Every ounce of restorative power that is out there, may it all ignite on your behalf. And we love you, brother.
Amen.
Amen indeed.
Amen.
Wow.
Indeed.
He's such a good dude, man. He's watching. He literally texted me a minute ago, like as we were going live, asking if there was any update, meaning, are you guys going live? So here we are. We are
And
here.
I want to clear up something in case anyone's worried. Ken and I are not in a feud. We love each other. Everything's good. We have both been really busy.
That's good.
You know,
That's good. I just, for anyone who had not seen that outing, and especially Weldon's wife, that we've been a part of this journey all along, and he's been deep in our hearts. So, but it's sure nice for us to be together. The three of us, we haven't been together on a show in 2 months. So,
you know, and it's,
so thank you for that, Weldon.
Yeah. I mean, all of us have been at funerals though, where you're like, God, it's been so long since we've been together that, you know, we need to come up with a better reason other than a funeral. It's so true, man. Because life is too freaking short for, I mean, it just is, man. It just goes and you don't even see it freaking coming, man. That's crazy.
I posted on Facebook yesterday. It would have been my late wife's birthday.
I saw your post.
And she passed away on June 28th. And when we celebrated her birthday on May 27th, I mean, we knew the outcome was not going to be good, but to think we had a month left, I never would have believed it. So I understand in a strange way what Weldon's family is dealing with, you know, that a month, a week can change so much. And we should all be very grateful. You know,
right.
I love both of you, and I'm grateful for both of you in my life. It's a special
love back to you, brother. Can I guess that picture was taken at Point Doom?
Yes, that's exactly it.
I recognize that section of rock there along PCH.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, that's when we lived in Westlake Village, and that was taken 2 weeks before the cancer was discovered. So
wow.
That's a special picture for us, and I grieve for Weldon's family, because you know when you've dealt with that for so long, there's a part of you that is you're relieved that they're not struggling anymore, but at the same time you miss them so much.
He just a few days ago, I heard that he said he was not ready to give up fighting. And he told his wife that because he was fighting, man. I mean, he was fighting. He was hanging in there. So yeah.
How long? I mean, as long as I knew he was fighting it. How long had he been? Sure.
I talked to him on the phone. The last time I talked to him on the phone I was driving back with Jill from Charlotte, and I got on the phone with him. Somebody had told me that he needed to go to New Orleans, that for some reason there's a lot of liver transplant donors in that area or something. And so I called him and I said, hey, if you can figure out a way to get down to whatever the medical center is. And but then it was shortly after that he got a donor, and it didn't work out. I guess
it's incredible about the world of medicine today too, that if you're in one place you can't. I mean, that's why Steve Jobs went to Memphis, right? Rather than we couldn't get a donor in California, so goes to Memphis and gets.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And that's why, if someone is dealing with cancer, often they will go to Houston.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Nobody ever says, let's go to Bozeman. I mean, it's.
Well, and one of the hard things to keep track of is where is the best place for that particular, like when Lance Armstrong had testicular cancer, he went to Indianapolis because for some reason the testicular cancer place is there. And as you say, Glenn, I mean, MD Anderson has, Oh, thanks, Brad. Hey, man, it's great to see you. Thank you. But it makes it so hard for just the average patient to think, for what's wrong with me, where do I go? Where do I, and it's such a struggle for the family, and my heart just hurts for their family because, man, it's such a tough road to hoe.
He was such I mean, this is an understatement. He was a huge fan of ours.
Yeah.
Huge fan. So his wife called me and asked if we were going to do a live stream 13 days ago. And I said, I don't know. I haven't talked to Glenn, and let me get a hold. And so I said, hey, Weldon.
And I was in Atlanta.
Yeah. I said, do you want to do a live stream for Weldon real quick? And he said, yeah, man, let's jump on. And so we jumped on and did it. And I asked him the next day, did you see it? And he just sent me 3 thumbs up in Facebook Messenger. And so
I didn't know he was an amputee.
Too soon. Too soon.
You said he sent you 3 thumbs up. Oh no, actually that would mean he had an extra. Weldon had an extra thumb. How do you get 3 thumbs up? That's weird.
Was one a big toe? I'm not
really,
sure.
I think Weldon may have shown you his big toe.
And Weldon would have loved that. He would be laughing as hard as anybody.
He is laughing.
Well, we promised we were going to give a real show.
Weldon's going, you sick bastard.
And that's why I loved you.
Well, now he might not have used that language. Wasn't he going to start a church on a beach?
I didn't say
was he a cursing preacher? Was Weldon a cursing preacher?
No, I don't think I ever heard him curse.
Get out to my church, you son of a bitch.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Shit, man, what'd you think of my sermon today?
Oh, well.
Well, Scott, I hope your Knights win the.
That reminds me of a joke that I will tell you guys offline.
So, well, you've given us things to look forward to, brother.
Yeah.
So, how deep? I'm not a hockey enthusiast. So, how far along the way are they with playoffs? You said this is Game 7, but what of the early rounds?
This is the first round, but the Knights are kind of favored to get to the Stanley Cup Finals.
Oh wow!
But the Wild come to 7 games, so tonight is do or die. It's winner take all.
So then is the game in? It must, if they were a favorite, that must be in Las Vegas.
It is in Las Vegas. We are home for Game 7.
Now, where do they play?
T-Mobile Arena.
Which it's not the new football stadium.
No. T-Mobile is the new arena, and it's kind of where Aria is. It's like Aria and what used to be the Monte Carlo that's now Park MGM.
Okay,
it's right there. The nosebleed tickets. Tammy and I thought, well, it's and the nosebleed tickets were $500, where you could barely see there was a game. It was just to say that you were in there.
Sounds like a big screen home TV event to me.
So we decided to get a couple of couples to come over and Tammy, we just grilled some burgers, and so
don't you know somebody that has a private suite there or something? Like
no.
Let's check the no box on that one.
But thanks for asking.
Are we referring to?
Yeah, it's a callback.
Gotcha.
That's great comedy when you set them up and knock them down.
Right, and then you tee them up 10, 12 minutes later.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh, my God.
Would that person have a box there?
Rumor has it.
All right, well, best of luck to the Knights. Did Brad Leland say he was in Asia?
I think he did say that.
Well, I'm guessing he's not over there just hanging out.
He's got to be working, right? Who's he? What's he?
Brad, are you in Asia? No, I think he was that like a tongue-in-cheek comment?
Oh, it says spell check.
No idea what you're saying in Asia and can't get English, but I still know. Maybe he is in Asia. Brad, are you in Asia?
Something like a translation. Spell check.
Well, because he spelled tenacity wrong. Unless that intentionally was misspelled.
No, that's
referring
how
to
we spell it in
something-
Texas.
He's wondering if you have the tenacity to correct it.
All I know is it's tenacity. Tenacity.
Hey, Ken. So Tammy is watching. We are binging Grey's Anatomy,
Oh God.
which I had never seen. I
have. Yeah.
crossed
You've
from,
never seen Grey's?
I had never seen it. I sat across the aisle from Patrick Dempsey on a flight one time, and we start talking. And I finally said, "I have never seen the show, but I know that you're an IndyCar fan." And so we talked racing for the whole. I mean, and I seriously had never seen the show. I just seen his picture, and I'm like, well, anyway.
Patrick Dempsey was in Grey's.
He was one of the main characters for the first 11 seasons, evidently.
Yeah, but way to be right on top of it, Ken.
However,
I think I need to look him up. Is that the guy from Dirty Dancing?
no.
And by
That
the
was
way, Scott,
crazy.
continue with your story about Grey's. He and I held hands, by the way. There's a great on the show.
Whoa.
There's a great moment where if you just freeze the screen, Patrick and I are holding hands and looking deeply into one another's eyes.
This
That's a
very
true story, by
familiar
the way.
person shows up in a hospital bed with a very severe injury.
With a case of fish hook.
He's got a fish.
What? Wait, you were on Grey's Anatomy, dude?
I was.
And
What
Tammy and I go, "Oh my God,
That's Glenn. That's
play
Glenn.
with a fish hook."
With a big fish hook.
Oh my God.
As we would say back home, big ass fish hook.
Yes, crazy small world. My home place when I was a small child.
Joe,
My home page or home place?
Home place.
Asia?
Yeah, he lived. You didn't hear? Have you ever heard his story about the dancing monkey in the front yard when he lived in Japan as a kid?
No.
What? You haven't
No
heard
wonder.
Brad's story about that?
Oh my gosh.
That's
How did
where
I
he's-
miss that?
That's when. That's when he decided he was going to be in show business at 5 years old. He didn't speak the language, but he had this little monkey and a real live monkey, and he would go out in the front yard and do performances, and all the neighbors would gather around the front fence of where they lived, and he and his monkey would perform. Miko, yes, Nico.
Well, all
That
I
was
have to
his
say,
monkey.
and I know Glenn knows this. I'm not. What? And give up show business?
Exactly.
Right.
100%. What?
Yeah.
And give up showbiz?
And I'm sure I butchered it, but that's the summary of yeah. We're Brad.
Oh, there's Dan Altmeyer's.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Joan just posted, Joan, yes, that's what we're talking about. We just saw the fish hook a couple days ago, and I was just, I didn't know. Glenn and I not talking about that. I had no idea. We were just,
That is the craziest, best makeup job I've ever seen.
crazy good. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
To look down at it was horrifying.
Had to be just crazy.
Hey, I sent you something, Ken, and this is for both of you to enjoy because, we sometimes forget that our material, our shows are played all over the world. So today I'm the recipient of a clip from The Resident from Slovakia. And I have to share this with you guys. So I sent it to you, Ken, so that you could engineer it.
How?
Messenger.
Oh. Okay.
Facebook Messenger. I sent you a Slovakian clip of The Resident.
I've spoken in Bratislava.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I've spoken in Slovakia. I got booked
Is
to speak in Slovakia.
Is there any place in the world you've not spoken?
I got to tell you, the coolest thing about speaking in Slovakia is to fly to Bratislava, you get a very small commuter plane. You got to connect, but you can fly to Vienna, Austria, and take a short train ride. So I thought, how cool is that? I'll go to Vienna. So I go to Vienna. I've got a dead day before I speak in And so I'm walking around, and I walk in front of the Vienna Opera House, and just like it would be at any, at American Airlines Arena or at Nationwide Arena in Columbus, there's a scalper scalping opera tickets in front of the Opera House. Hey, you want to see Magic Flute? How many do you need? I said,
I've always wanted to see Magic Flute. Is that what you told him?
it was the Opera House that Mozart premiered it and conducted it. And I'm sitting in the same opera house. I'm not an opera guy, but it was pretty cool to think.
But you became one that night.
I became one to think I could scalp a ticket and sit in the very. So then I take the train over to Bratislava. It's on the Danube. All I could hear in my head was da 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 da. The thing is on the Danube. So Slovakia, I loved the people were fantastic. I bet they love the resident over there.
Hey, you know what I thought you were going to do? I thought you were going to say that story meant so much to me when I thought about there and the rich history of it all. I resold the tickets for $20 each more than what I paid for them.
Hey,
you want to buy a watch?
Yes.
Is this thing on? Hey, Glenn.
Yes.
You didn't send me anything in Messenger, my friend.
Okay. I'll do it
again.
Oh my
gosh, Ernest sang the Magic Flute. Look, Dan says the check is in the mail.
Yeah. Slovakian. It's not in Messenger.
Try it again.
Oh, it just popped in. I just saw it pop in. There we go. Let's see if I can do this.
Dan, that's what happened when the two people from there went to dinner. They asked for separate checks. Thank you.
Thank you. He's here all week.
I missed it. Hold on. I'm trying to let me.
I have another one, but we'll do it offline.
Let me see if I can do this. I have a little
oh, good. That's good. Ernest just said LMAO, and we need some LMAO tonight for sure.
We do.
For sure.
We do. I'm trying to. Well, here I can just play it from here. I don't need to open that program.
Brad, are you working in Japan or purely just going to see the motherland?
Is he still on here? He said
he was going back to get some sleep.
I wonder if he is working. All right, let me share my screen here. Share screen. And go here. Share audio and share. Okay. Is this it?
Yes.
Okay. Let me go.
Here's some Slovakian fun.
Here we go.
Yeah, you can't really hear the audio.
Could you do this in Slovak for us, Glenn, as we're...
You want me to provide the voiceover?
Yes, if you could do the VO in Slovak for us.
Yeah. Yeah, that
was one of, if not the most pointless shares I've ever offered the show. That certainly may have been it. It's like, okay, this huge buildup about
breakfast. Oh.
Look at this sashimi for breakfast. Oh, work. What are you working on over there, Brad?
I can tell you what he's not working on. Ozark. Sorry, Brad. I had to, Brad. Don't get mad at me.
One more to go. I had the pleasure of doing 2 episodes, and I will be going back to Atlanta to do one more during the resident season. So that'll be in September, and we start back on the resident in mid-July. So we did get picked up for a 5th season. So I'm advertising for us here. Very grateful that we are back on Fox.
And I was going to ask, we hadn't talked. I didn't know if you were going back to do more. When you said you were home, I didn't know if you were going back to Ozark or if you're.
No, I was
Are you
hired to
done?
do 3 episodes, and I've done 2 of those 3, and we are completely finished with those. And now I'll go back in a couple of months to finish the last one.
Which is the final episode.
Correct, and it's the final. It's the final
final.
of the whole season and series.
Wow.
So they're only doing four seasons, but
Wow.
it is most anticipated. Oh,
Good.
look, there's Victoria saying hi. So
Yeah.
Victoria is the one that sent me that clip.
Oh, really?
Now, is Victoria in Slovakia?
No, she's
No,
in
it's a different Victoria.
no, this Victoria is, I mean, kinda. She's in Louisiana. That's close, right?
Which is like southern Slovakia.
That's right. Yeah. Cajun
No.
Slovakia.
She's in the Grow Live Academy. She is awesome, man. She is absolutely awesome.
There was
So,
a Cajun comedian named Justin Wilson. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Justin Wilson. He said he was Cajun. He said, "My dog, Fido, Pideaux, Fido."
Fido.
what? It's because I said I can tell you what he's not doing. he's mad at me now. Don't be mad at me, Brad.
Well,
Memories-
clearly they wanted a government official that didn't have hair, and you don't really qualify, Brad.
He said
you
we're so much
You
alike.
play a government official. We just
That's all I can say.
Oh,
I didn't say if I was good or bad.
that's funny.
Who knows?
Brad's mad at me now. He's like, I can't believe Glenn got on Ozark. I've been wanting to get on Ozark forever. So
Well, it's
Dan says yes. He was a fabulous chef. Dan, that is so true. He would wear his suspenders and cook Cajun food in the early days of, was it Food Network? I think he did that. So
I don't know about that one. Did you see what Sam Snead said? Something about The Chosen that's being paid for and produced in Texas by donations.
Huh. Hey, Scott, did you happen to see who I had? He said, I'm not mad at you.
I hate Glenn.
That's funny.
Well, you know what? It's my favorite kind of hatred, which is the innocent kind of hatred.
Right.
he's sitting in Japan with a doll and needles.
Right. So it might not be as mild as I'm thinking. It could be avid hatred of you son of a gun.
Oh, that's funny. Look, Scott, did you happen to see who I had on my show recently? And then I had him in the Grow Live Academy last night.
Oh my gosh, I've known George forever.
I know. He is by
He's the
far
funniest guy. Yes.
one of the funniest freaking people I have ever known in my life. He is just
Did you ever
Where do you
see-
know him from, Scott?
he's in
George
the Hall of
has-
Fame.
George has a character speaker that he would play called Joe Malarkey, the world's worst motivational speaker. And
It's so
nobody could do the lines that he can, but he said, there's a thin line between persistence and stalking. At least that's what the judge told me. But I mean, his delivery is perfect. He would talk about the Joe Malarkey memory system, and he'd hold it up like it was, a cassette album that he was selling, and the Joe Malarkey memory system. You're guaranteed to remember everything. And he'd open it up, and it was a legal pad with a pencil attached to it.
I like his sense of humor.
$9.95.
oh
Guaranteed to work. Oh,
when I asked him when I was just on a phone call with him and we were talking about him doing my show and I said dude like where do you live? And he said, well, ever since the judge said I could leave, I left Oklahoma and I moved to Arizona.
he's in Tucson. Yeah.
Yeah. He said, if the judge said I could leave. And he's so just like good. He's so good at delivering. He's like Glenn. He really is. He's really good at delivering the lines.
Now, the question about Oklahoma is if a husband and wife are married in Oklahoma, but get a divorce in an adjacent state that is not Oklahoma, are they still legally brother and sister? No? Too soon?
And you've heard
Too soon?
It's the old line too. He'll say, and people ask me why Oklahoma is so windy. It's because Texas blows and Kansas sucks.
That is so.
I've heard the southern end of that joke.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
but I like the double. That's nice.
It's the man.
My friend Ron Schock, God rest his soul. I'm sorry that you guys never met. He was the Scott McCain of Southern voices. Ooh. So he had every bit your dynamic voice, except he spoke like this. And this was Ronnie Schock's voice. Well, Louisville, Kentucky on a Saturday night. It's good to be here. So Ron was so much fun, but he told me, he goes, Glenn, you got to be careful about going to Mississippi. Things are screwed up in Mississippi. For starters, I had a comedy gig in West Mississippi, WEST, which, by the way, is located in the north central part of the state. And he said, I had a lot of people warn me, stay out of Mississippi. They got a lot of inbreeding down there, lots and lots of inbreeding. And he said, and then I went to do the show, and somebody called my name out after the show and went, hey, Ron, I'd like you to meet my wife and sister. And he turned around and he said, Glenn, son of a gun, there was one woman standing there. One woman. And it turns out the other one had gone to the bathroom. But because of what he'd been told, it was one of those beautiful moments where you can't script life that good. The guy just didn't realize that his wife had gone to the bathroom. So he said, I want you to meet my wife and sister. And Ron turned, this one woman standing there.
That is funny.
That is so good. I gotta piggybacking on that. I've got a friend that would do stand up, and he would tell the story about he's from a small town like I am, had never been to the small town local bar, because you just couldn't go in there. So now he's in college. He turns 21, so he goes to the local bar, and he said, man, it was rough. He said, this one guy came up to me, he started pushing me, and he said, we don't like college boys in this town, college boy. And he backs me up against the thing, puts his forearm on my neck, and he says, you better get out of here, college boy. And he said, I was pissed that the high school principal would treat me that way.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my God.
It's all of the delivery, baby. It's all of the delivery. Let me give you another one. This is all for you, Weldon. May your souls just soar tonight with so much love. Another one from Ron Schock, and I've told this one to you guys before. I believe I have. But he goes, hey, Glenn, I'm in McAllen, Texas, right? He goes, I look at the newspaper, and he goes, there was apparently a train that jumped the track behind a Ramada Inn, went airborne. He said the thing plows through a reception area of a wedding party. And he says it took out about 25 people, 20 of them injured, 5 of them killed. And he said the article in the newspaper said this, and I'm reading it right now. It appeared that some of the guests were caught by surprise. Some of them. Not all of them.
Not all.
Some of them. He said, which leads me to believe that apparently, according to the McAllen newspaper, somebody got up that morning and turned to their beloved and said, you know what, Myrtle, I wouldn't be a bit damn surprised if a locomotive doesn't fall on our friggin' heads today.
Oh my God.
And then he goes on to say, brothers and sisters, I'm going to tell you what, if in the middle of this routine right now, a train comes plowing through that wall, you're fixing to see a grown man poop his shorts. That much I promise you.
Oh, that's great.
Oh my God.
Guys, I don't mean to be.
You got to get back to your game.
Yeah.
So it is so great being with you. Let's do this again soon.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Thank you for making it a priority to jump on, Scott.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I thought the world of Weldon. I join you in celebrating his life. What an awesome.
I had just heard, and I thought I got to call Scott and let's the three of us try to jump online.
Glenn, I am grateful that you did. I am so glad you did. Ken, it's great seeing you.
Good seeing you too, man.
Same here, my brother.
Your hair's getting a little bit long there. It's blowing in the wind from overhead.
I gotta save up the money and go get a haircut here in these COVID times. So
it looks good. Well, listen, love to Tammy.
Hey, Justin, great to see you. Great to see you, Ernest. Great seeing you. Thanks, everybody.
Love to Tammy. And while you're on the line, do I dare check the score?
Somebody just posted it.
It looks like we just went ahead 3-2.
Oh, nice.
What is the score of the Las Vegas Knights game?
Yes, we are ahead 3-2.
Wow.
There it is. The Golden Knights.
I get too wrapped up in this. Ken, you remember how it is. We weren't hockey fans at all, and they came here and,
What about the Blue Jackets? How are they doing this year?
Are they in the minor leagues?
They'd be okay, but Columbus couldn't come up with any ice, and so
hey, I'm curious. I'm not deep into hockey or anything, even though we have a good team here with the Dallas Stars. But with 9 minutes left in the second period, am I wrong? Isn't 3-2 an excessive number of goals?
There's been several of them that have been up 1-0, 2-1, so 3-2. This halfway through the second, that's a high scoring game. So it makes it very exciting.
My prediction is 15-3
to 2.
Yeah,
it'll be all the Knights from here.
George Carlin used to say, "There's a partial score, Cincinnati 4."
Right. And tonight's forecast, dark, with widely scattered light early in the morning.
Dark.
100%. Chances of dark, 100%. All right, bud. Love to you. Be well.
Yeah, man. Tell Tammy we said hey.
Will
Good
do.
Seeing you. All right, brother. And we're back.
And we're back. Nice to see Scott's face.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And fun to have friends over. And, it's good that everyone is starting to reconnect now. I know I went out and saw my buddy Vance and my buddy, also his wife, and my friend Bonnie and Earl. Carolyn and I went out and had lunch with the three of them today. We went and ate some Texas barbecue, which is really. Do you want to credit me now or later, Ken, for having invited not one but two of my three friends out to lunch for barbecue, both of whom happen to be vegetarians? Like only I can pull that off. Hey, y'all want to go to barbecue?
Did you really?
I truly did. I had no idea.
You didn't know they were vegetarians, or that
I would have invited them for barbecue if I'd have known that. I mean, I got some sense.
Vance.
Bonnie is. No, Vance will become a vegetarian. Never. Never is when he will become one. But Vance is, and Earl was, but he took the day off from vegetarianism today.
Really?
Yeah, he did. He was like, I don't eat meat, but today I will. So he's got some meat flexibility to him.
Did you feel guilty, like you kind of like led him down the path of?
Let's go with not at all.
Like he relapsed because of you, though. Like
he had a meat relapse.
What? Yeah, what they eat?
Isn't that what they call when a former prostitute loses it? And isn't that too soon? Is this on?
No, thank God you were muted on that.
Oh well, that's good. They ate coleslaw. Yes, that's true, Victoria. Bonnie did. Bonnie had coleslaw and baked beans.
Wow.
And, did they have corn nuggets? I don't know. But the nice thing about whether or not a restaurant had corn nuggets is you're going to be able to check for 2 days. Too soon? I'm sorry. Is this on? Weldon's laughing. That's all I know about. Weldon is laughing.
It's on. Meat
flexibility.
And oh my God. He got a set of meatballs.
Oh, very nice. And out come the zingers from the crowd.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
I love it. I love it when the audience takes the stage, Ken.
I know. There's Lorraine.
Good evening, Lorraine.
Hey, Lorraine. Yeah, man, everybody just send love and prayers to Weldon's wife and family. And, she texted me and said that, that he peacefully passed away this afternoon. He may have lost his earthly battle, but he's with his Savior at last. So, and Weldon always wanted to start as, and this, I have something we can talk about.
Sure.
And I'd love to hear, Weldon wanted to start a church on the beach in Florida, and he never did.
In Florida or in Virginia Beach?
Well, he lived in Virginia Beach, but he also had a house in Florida.
Oh, okay.
And he wanted to sell his car dealership and start a church. And that didn't happen. And he had said that he had always wanted to, or at least for some time.
Sure.
And I think that's something we should talk about, man. Like how many people leave this world with their dreams still in them because they allow life or circumstances or fears or thoughts or whatever to hold those dreams back. I wonder that. I actually wonder that a lot, because that's something that I live full out. I'm like, you know what?
No, we have that in common. You know that.
Yeah. But
I think that it is human nature to count on a tomorrow, even though intellectually we know better. I mean, we've been told that since we were kids. Tomorrow is promised to no one. We know it intellectually, and then yet the other part of you is like, well, of course I'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
And none of us have that certainty. And so to me, the lack of certainty is the very thing that incentivizes the getting on with it. The beautiful thing though, is at least there were aspirations there, and aspirations keep us vibrant.
Yeah.
They keep us hungry. They keep us active in life. And it's when someone dips below the line of hope that they're in trouble. When they don't have any aspirations, they don't have a vision, they don't have something they yearn for. And this is one of the things that has been said, Ken, about the dangers of retirement. So you can leave your job, but under no circumstances should you retire, if you get my drift.
Yep.
Go ahead and leave your job, but don't retire. Don't retire from life. Don't retire from eagerness. Don't retire from looking forward to things. Don't retire from planning activities. Don't retire from optimism, because those are all of the things that keep us going and keep us juiced while we're here. Oh, here's my cousin Lee.
I agree with you, by the way.
Chiming in.
Show everybody that fancy schmancy chair behind you there, dude.
What would you like to see about the chair? Lee, I'm with you. No matter how great you live your life, you still have unfulfilled dreams, or unfilled dreams. Did you mean unfilled or unfulfilled? I guess it's the same thing. What do you want to know about the chair?
It's
you want me to do the Carol Merrill and
Where did
There's
it?
the
Where
chair.
from whence did it come? Where did that come from?
This is my season 4. I don't know if you can see where it says season 4
Oh yeah.
chair from the show. And this right here over on this side, that's a script holder.
Oh, I thought it was for remote control for the TV or something.
No, that's where you keep your scripts, and there's room in it for a little, cafe or something. If you've got you don't put this kind of deal in it, but if you've got like a thermos, you can drop that in there. And then they put your name. Actually, this is the back of the chair. This is not the front. But because you already have, down over here, let me pull my hand back right here. You have the name of each of us. I felt like this would be overkill, right?
That is so cool, dude.
So we don't need my name above. But in all fairness, on the show, that's what people see from the backside. And the reason that's in the front is so that you can see which chair is yours to sit in, because they have them spaced out, on set.
Yeah. Now, is that something that do you get one of those like on every show that you work on or movie?
I don't bother to take them with me, but I did on The Resident because it's my home show.
Yeah.
So every year I keep the backing, and that's all I keep. This is my own chair. But I keep because my chair's there in Atlanta,
Got it.
But they're going to change out the backing. So when I go back this season, it will say The Resident season 5.
Yeah.
And they'll use that one till the end of the season. And then, it's not going anywhere. They can't reuse it. So every year I ask them for it. I like little collector's items like that.
Would they care if you took the whole chair?
Well, yeah, because then they'd have to go out and buy a new chair. It's a lot easier to get you a piece of canvas than it is a whole chair. And it would be like, can someone talk to Glenn Morshower about being a kleptomaniac? What is going on with him? Don't we pay him enough money to be able to buy his own damn chairs? I'm pretty sure that would be the idea.
That's funny. That would be funny.
I want to reach out to Lee and just say to her from the show tonight that my love goes out. I already reached her from Atlanta, but now that I'm back in Texas, my cousin Lee lost her sister, which my other cousin Lynn, who passed away a short time ago after dealing with a deteriorating physical disease for a few years. And so to you and to Libby and Louise and to Aunt Elaine, my love to you and heartfelt condolences and healing. I know you've been through the loss, Lee, of a sibling before, and that was many years ago, and now to experience that again. And I understand that, I understand all too well. I understand at levels I wish I didn't understand, but I do, having had Brian pass away 2 years ago. So love to you. And we are supposed to be in Los Angeles at the time, but I think we're trying to redirect our trip right now so that we can be at the memorial. Anyway, more about that privately, but love to you. Love to you, Lee.
So sorry for your loss, Lee. And yours, Glenn.
No, thank you. We are grateful that we did get to have some time with her by her bedside and some smiles and some laughter. And that's just always a good thing.
Victoria, she's funny. She said, I would take
the whole chair.
She said,
well, here's the problem with taking
I could get away with it before someone said so.
Well, let me tell you the problem with taking the whole chair. The problem with taking the whole chair is that it works better more as a concept than it does in the actual playing field of life. Because if you take the whole chair, usually you become a former employee. That tends to be the pattern. If you start taking the furniture, suddenly you're not a running role on the show anymore. And then there's that moment where you scratch your head and you go, maybe that wasn't a great decision. Because it seemed like I made a lot more money on the show when I was doing the show than I'm making by stealing chairs, right? Than I'm making by saving money on buying chairs.
Right.
4 seasons,
Oh,
4 chairs.
that's so funny.
Yeah.
Wow.
But we're elated, dude. Right? We're elated that we got
Yeah.
picked up again.
That's incredible.
And we'll be
man.
on the fall schedule too. So we're going to get right back to work and start cranking out a lot of shows so that they can be up and running by usually the fall schedule starts in late September, early October. So we'll get about a 2-month head start on production and that'll be exciting. How many of you watch The Resident? I'm curious. And
Yeah,
don't pretend that you do, but if you watch The Resident, will you drop a 1?
I do.
And it'll be my way of seeing if we're going to be on for a season 6.
You know, I have a feeling Victoria is one of those people that goes into Walmart and goes to the big candy bins, you know, where you fill up your own bag.
Oh, your own?
And
yes.
she sits there and eats a couple of pieces and just for the
then,
thrill.
And then you have the comfort of getting to ingest the candy that everyone has fondled. Right. So that's always comforting.
Right. Look at all the ones, dude.
Oh, wow. Joan Anton's very excited.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's a
like
great
1. So for those of you who don't know, The Resident airs on Tuesday evenings at 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 Central, 8 o'clock Pacific also.
And Tuesdays. It's a great show.
And
man.
I don't think it's on right now because the season finale was a week ago. And usually they push it out of the way to give mid-season replacements a shot at being on the air for a couple of months. So I haven't even looked to see what's in that Tuesday night slot now before they bring it back.
Have I told you who Jill's favorite character is on the show?
I'm going to guess Malcolm.
Yeah.
Is it Malcolm?
Oh, yeah. She loves
Or was
Malcolm.
it Mina who's now gone from the show?
Mina,
Malcolm's girlfriend.
She's gone from the show?
Well, apparently you haven't watched the last few weeks.
Damn it. You just ruined it for me.
Sorry, spoiler. Hello.
No, I haven't. I don't know. I got to figure out.
I saw all those ones and I got carried away. It didn't feel like it was a spoiler. She doesn't get killed here. Does that make it better?
There. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, she lives. She's just not there anymore.
Look, I love Ozark. I'm so excited about you. I mean, I feel kind of a little bit responsible for helping you manifest the Ozark thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I think yes, that's true.
I'm so excited about you being on Ozark, dude. Like seriously, that is. I cannot wait to turn that season on and see. I'm thrilled about it. It's amazing.
Did you see my post about the hair department?
Yeah, I did. You didn't. I screenshotted it and sent it to you. I said that's fun. I texted you your post. I said that's funny, dude.
Let me. Do you have that? You can put that up there.
I can. Yeah. Hold on.
No.
Let me find it.
We have Sweden in the house tonight.
Wait a minute. Where?
I'm very touched though that Dan is taking time to binge watch Ozark to kind of get up on. I'm talking about Dan Altmeyer. He's looking at the episodes in order to be able to come on board and be caught up. What are your thoughts about the show, Dan? And I got to tell you, I knew it was popular, but I didn't have any idea how popular until I put that little hair post up and my page lit up like wildfire.
Oh, dude, that was so fun.
So I realize now it's got a lot. And by the way, I've done my research. Ozark is Netflix's #1 show of original programming.
Is it really?
Of original programming, meaning that they make the show. Of
Wow.
all of their programs that they make, the #1 show is that. So read what I said, Ken.
Hello, Facebook family. I've been filming here for 3 weeks, but I've yet to visit this department.
So I just, I saw it. I heard that there was one there. And so I went by and just took a picture of what it would have been like to, to actually need them. But I got the same reaction. As soon as I walked in, they said, we're going to send you to hair and makeup, which for me means makeup. Right. But I walked in and they said, this is our hair department. And they just looked and went, yeah. Yeah.
That is so funny. Bruce says, I'm still finishing Green Acres.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh my gosh. You know what?
Green Acres is the place to be. Let me sing it, Ken. Farm living is the life for me. Land spreading out so far and wide. Keep Manhattan, just give me that countryside. Bumpa-dumpa-dum-bumpa. New York is where I'd rather stay. I get allergic smelling hay. I just adore a penthouse view. Darling, I love you, but give me Park Avenue. Bumpa-dumpa-dum-bum-bum. Why do we remember these things?
I don't know. I just found out tonight at dinner, my daughter Kenna, my oldest daughter, says, do you know what my favorite black and white TV show is? I said, what? And she goes, I love watching the Andy Griffith Show. I said, wow. That's some good wholesome programming.
Yes,
honey.
it is.
Keep watching that.
Yeah. The Andy Griffith Show did not create a lot of heroin addicts.
No.
They did have Otis the drunk, though. They made it almost fashionable to be drunk. He was like, he helped himself to his own jail cell.
He did.
It's just, Otis, when you get drunk, just come on and hang out at the cell.
Yeah, come on in. Oh, wow.
Oh, dude. Look, Pam was singing with me.
I know. I was singing. Did you not hear me singing?
Fresh air. Town Square. You are my wife. Goodbye, city life. Green Acres.
We are.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Love that show.
So Scott Ricard is an Ozark watcher. So what do you guys think? You really into the show? So here's the beautiful thing. It's the #1 rated show of original programming. Guess what their #1 show of all time was? Come on with it. Facts. Give us the facts.
Their #1 show of all time.
They did not create the show, but it performed very well on.
Well, hold on. Let me think.
Netflix. Don't look that up.
I'm thinking. I'm going to go with a guess.
And of course, it's because of this concept we all know today as binge watching.
Was it
because the problem, and it was sold to them by a network television station, but when a network sells a show, keep in mind, each time they air a show, people are having to wait 7 full days to see the next one. And people can't stand it. If they're really into the show, they don't want to pace. Pacing oneself is not big in life in general.
That's why I haven't watched any of the
Residents, because you needed to wait and watch several in a row, or what?
Yes, I can't. Okay. I can't do that. But is it the show about the president with Kiefer? Or
no,
not. Is it? Hold it. Isn't Kiefer in a? No. Not Kiefer. Is it Kiefer?
No.
That plays.
Yeah, he played the president in something, but that's not the one.
What's that show that he plays?
I have no idea.
Oh man.
Someone knows. Someone watches television. I don't watch television. I do it, but I watch very little TV. No, I really do. I watch very little TV.
Funny.
Ozark is one of the shows I watch.
Yeah, it's amazing, man. That 70s show? No, can't be that 70s show.
No, the answer is The Office. The Office. The Office was massively popular. more popular on Netflix than on NBC, because people could binge the living daylights out of it.
Wow.
Right? So, but their, I guess, contract ran out in January, so you can't see The Office on Netflix anymore. I'm sure it's on some other streaming service, but for original programming, Ozark is #1, and I'm just thrilled. I'm thrilled for them, and it deserves to be.
One of your students is in Queen of the South.
Yes, that's true. Nikki Dixon is, Nikki Donnelly Dixon is part of Queen of the South's cast.
Yeah. She's awesome.
Yes, she is.
She's awesome.
I think my son has every episode of The Office memorized. Wow.
I've not seen Queen of the South.
So I'm curious, who are your favorite characters in Ozark? Who are they?
Mine is a guy named Glenn Morshower.
No, I don't count. It hasn't aired yet. But Marty Bird.
Marty Bird.
You gotta love Marty Bird.
What's his wife's name?
And Wendy Bird, she's got massive backbone. And Laura Linney is such a tremendous and gifted actress.
It's an amazing show. I need to go back and watch a couple of episodes towards the end just so I can be refreshed.
Dan said, Marty is my man.
Designated Survivor. Thank you, Samuel.
Yes.
That had to, but that was a Netflix original, I think.
What?
Yeah.
Wasn't Designated Survivor an ABC show?
I don't think so.
The answer is yes, it was. It was an ABC show.
I don't think so.
Look it up.
What do I type in?
Designated Survivor ABC.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, just type in ABC.
It'll say
I was
sorry.
playing. I knew the title of it. I was messing with you.
It was an ABC show.
I don't think so, man.
I do.
Really?
Yeah, look it up. It's ABC.
It's Netflix.
No, it's not.
It says it. I'm looking at it. It's Netflix.
It's
bro.
playing on Netflix now.
No.
Yes.
Dude, you're acting like you know Kiefer or something.
Okay. Would anyone like to tell Ken Walls right now what network Designated Survivor was on? The answer is ABC.
Hold on. 2016 to 2019. I'm on the IMDb page for Designated Survivor. It should say in here
You better be glad we're not betting on this.
Dude. Hey, I just
If you think it was on ABC, drop a 1. If you think Ken is right and that it was on Netflix, drop a 2,700.
Starts out. I don't like the user reviews already.
Look at that. Leanne watched the last episode last night.
Hold it. So Scott Ricard.
Yeah, here they come. The people are saying ABC.
But then ABC dumped it and gave it to Netflix. See? So we're both right, technically.
Were the last years on Netflix?
Yes.
Or were they rerunning it on Netflix?
No, the last year.
So Netflix picked it up. Oh, Sam Sneed said he found it. Right? Found it on ABC. And by the way, just to prove to you that I know without looking, I'm not looking at anything. I don't have my cell phone with me here, but he did another series right after 24, before Designated Survivor. He did a show called Touch, which only lasted Kiefer, which only looked that one up, which only lasted like 2 seasons.
Here it is. It says ABC, but before that, it said Netflix.
Yeah.
Huh. So I think, would it be possible that it started on ABC and then Netflix picked it up?
Could you find it within yourself to not question me?
I'm asking. Listen, I waited on a season to come out on Netflix. That's the only reason I'm questioning that.
Yes, Lorraine, it was called Touch.
Touch. Was it? I guess it wasn't any good.
And that one is I think that might have been Fox, just like 24 was, but I'm not certain of that network.
David Mazouz, Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah.
Goo
By
Goo.
the way, Ruth, I saw somebody said, Joan said she loves Ruth, the character of Ruth on Ozark. You know who that is, Ken?
No, I don't remember.
You don't?
No, I don't.
How long has it been since you watched the show? She's won like multiple Emmy Awards for it.
It's been a while.
Okay. Ask Dan Altmeyer if he knows who the character of Ruth is.
Dan, do you know who Ruth is if you haven't left yet? Let me see. Hold on.
Yeah, so she works for the Bird family.
Ruth. on Ozark?
Right.
Oh, Julia Garner.
Yeah, Julia Garner.
Okay. Let me see. Let me look at some images.
She's prettier than they have her looking. She gets they really kind of they make her look pretty country.
She's like she's like a hillbilly chick in the show.
Yes, she is.
Yeah. Yeah.
But do you know why they've had her on the show all the way through thus far? I mean, I don't know what happens in the future. And I really mean that because we don't get to see scripts in advance or anything. But I have my own theory as to why she's still there, and see what you guys think of it.
Are you allowed to discuss this?
Well, I can say this. Yeah. I mean, this is just my own opinion. I think the character of Ruth is still there because if they were to off her, the show would be accused of being ruthless. No, too soon.
Oh
Is this on tonight? Is this on?
Oh, that's funny, dude.
It seems like a ruthless move.
They make her look Ozarky.
Oh, I'm getting the dad joke type response to that one. Oh, Leanne's laughing. Charles liked that when Charles Coachman's on.
Boo. Oh, that's funny.
At least it was original. It was in the moment. I just thought it up and I let it fly.
That was pretty good.
Right. You take a risk, don't you, Leanne? In life. In life, you take a risk.
Look,
right?
Janie says groaner.
It's a groaner.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, thank God there are only 8 people watching worldwide, so that's okay.
It was funny, dude.
Samuel liked the delivery of it.
I need to go back and watch a couple of the last episodes. How long has it been? Has it only been off the air for a year, or has it been longer than that?
Oh, Pamela liked that one too.
How long has it been not? When was the last
of Ozark?
Yeah,
I think it's been like a year and a couple of months since they had the last season 3.
That's why I would rather watch like a whole. Because I forget, man. It's crazy. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm up at 3 a.m. binge watching, and my brain's just not holding on to that information.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I need to go load my belly with some food. We're gonna go out and
how?
It's late. It's 10 p.m. here, but we have this beautiful place for Vietnamese food that is open late, and I promised Kara that after we were on for a little bit, I would take her out for Vietnamese food.
But I'm still trying to see how that correlates with, because I said late.
Maybe I don't know what you said. I stopped listening. I stopped listening 14 months ago.
I was gonna say,
if you look back at the old tapes of the show, I was listening for the first month, and you can really see evidence of that.
No,
but not so much these days.
I'm not going to do that.
I love you.
Hey.
Buddy. Weldon, we love you.
Dude. Weldon, Godspeed.
And keep us posted to the Whitehurst family. We'd like to know when services are, or if there will be services or a memorial, whatever there is, funeral and memorial. Or I'd like to be aware of when that is.
Yeah.
And it was great of Scott to come jump in with us too.
It was awesome. Thank you, Scott. If you're watching, love you, brother. Thank you. Glenn,
and hey, we wish you all a happy Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
Be safe out there. Make good choices. I will, Joan. I will. I'll say hi.
All right, my brother. We'll go enjoy your Vietnamese dinner.
Yeah, we'll do. And thank you for reaching out to me and letting me know about Weldon today. And,
yeah, man. Yeah.
Love and blessings and healing to Weldon's family.
Yeah.
We'll talk soon, bud.
Hey, don't hang up on me, dude.
I won't.
Okay. See you guys later. Thanks, Glenn. Love you, dude.
Love you, buddy.